Are you being audited? And do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
Morning! Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, first day of voting. It's almost like a holiday. This is our last interview of the campaign Trail 2020. We didn't make a name of it. It was just like, we're just going to do the campaign trail. So anyway, today's the last day of candidates because early voting starts today.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Not that we're getting technical, but 9 a.m. and it goes until.
It'll be first week of August.
No. Oh, August 1st.
Yep.
It goes until 4 o'clock. Yep. All right. So, yeah, we were all trying to get down the schedule because early voting, we didn't have early voting in the May primary, and it's just thrown everybody off. We're back to the normal schedule. So anyway, we have David Strieby here. He is a Grundy County Sheriff's candidate. And we're going to go right. We've agreed on the questions.
Yep.
And we're just going to go right to it if y'all don't mind. All right. First off, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to.
So right now, me and my family, we live right off of 50, right there in Elton. Currently, I work for the Coffee County Sheriff's Department, and I just seen a need for change in my county. I wasn't happy with the way things were going and where they was going. It was kind of the same thing 4 years ago. I ran 4 years ago, and I lost in the primaries to our incumbent. By 4 votes, Ida. 4 votes. I was so close. But I seen a change. I seen a need for a change back then, and I most definitely see a need for a change today. I just want to see Grundy County is growing. Whether you like it or not, Grundy County is growing. And we need to get some people in here because it can grow one of two ways. Either we can sit by and not do anything and just let it grow how it wants to grow, or we can grab a hold of that steering wheel and we can guide it and steer it into the direction that's best for Grundy County.
Amen.
And that's what I want to do.
Amen.
That's what I want to do.
Thank you. That's excellent. Number one, what is your experience related to the job that you are seeking?
So I started out way back when. I started out in the old jail of Grundy County is where I got my law enforcement experience at. In the old
God
jail.
Bless you.
I was a CO for the old jail, and I decided I wanted to become an actual sheriff's deputy. So I put myself through the academy, and I graduated in 2009 from the police academy down there at Cleveland State Community College. And from then, I've stayed in law enforcement for years and years. I have achieved the rank of lieutenant while I was in Grundy County over patrol. Currently, I work at Coffee County Sheriff's Department. I left law enforcement for just a little bit and went to Rogers Group while I was out there. I ended up working my way up the ladder, and I was foreman over maintenance for one of their largest plants right here in Tennessee. So, but I've worked for not only sheriff's departments, but I've also worked for municipalities. You know, I've worked for one Grundy County Sheriff's Department back in the day. I currently work for Coffee County Sheriff's Department. I've also worked for the town of Mont Eagle as a police officer, and I've also worked for the University of the South out there at Swanee as a police officer. Two huge different things when you work for a municipality and for a sheriff's department. It's huge and it's different. You know, when you work for a municipality, you take someone to jail. If you arrest them, you know, you put the cuffs on them, you put them in the back of your car, you bring them to the jail, and they're no longer your problem. When you work for a sheriff's department, everyone in that jail is your problem. It's your headache. You know, doctor visits, medical visits, court, food, clothing, everything. So it's two different worlds there that you have. You've got the sheriff's department world with the jail and all the inmates that you're responsible for. And then you've got the municipality department where all you do is you bring them to the jail and they become someone else's. So I've got the best of both worlds right there.
Wonderful. Well, we've talked about this, but if you want to expand on anything, what leadership positions have you held?
Oh, okay, yes. So like I said, I started out at the bottom. I was a CEO, Grundy County, at the old jail. And then, of course, went to the academy. I was a lieutenant under that administration there. When I got out of law enforcement for a little bit, you know, I went to Rogers Group, worked my way up through the ranks, and I was a foreman over their maintenance division there for their biggest plant, or the foreman for maintenance over their biggest plant here in Tennessee. Currently, right now, I'm a supervisor down there at Coffee County. I work day shift, and that's currently where I'm at right now.
Wonderful. I think we, if I remember correctly, you like the night shift.
I do. I like the night shift, but right now, so I'm on days right now, which the missus likes it, the kids like it. For some odd reason, they like to say that I'm grumpy when I work nights. You know, I don't feel that I'm grumpy. I just think the kids and the missus are a little bit too loud during the daytime while I'm sleeping. But yes, I like nights better than days. But
the things you have to do. All
oh,
right.
Yeah.
All right. The next question: do you have experience working as a team?
Oh yeah, yes. Every place. There is no good establishment. There's no good business out there. It takes teamwork. It's not just one person. It's a team. It's who you surround yourself with. You know, just like being a sheriff, you know, you can know everything, but not every sheriff is going to be an expert at everything. It's the people that you surround yourself with. And if you don't have that team and you don't build that team and work as a team, it's just not going to work, Iva. You've got to have that team. And what the great thing about a team is when you finally build that team and you get that team going, that team turns into a family. Mm. It really, truly does. You know, if something happens to someone at work, we gather around them, we support them, make sure they have what they need, whether it's a family member that has a medical emergency or they fall down on their luck, you know, anything like that. But teamwork is a huge thing. And I've always been a member of the team. I mean, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. You know, I worked for Virgil, and we was a very effective team out there in Mont Eagle. I mean, give credit where credit is due. We all worked as a team. We got a lot accomplished. Just like this down in Coffee County, we all work as a team down there. You know, I work hand in hand with our investigation unit. We have 7 investigators down there. You know, I have no problem going out and executing a search warrant with those guys and girls. I have no problem sitting in the back of a truck while we're listening to drug buys go on and doing our thing to get those search warrants, you know. And then at the same time, you know, you can go right over here and into patrol, and you've got to work as a team because you've got to have backup. Some of these calls are pretty serious calls. You can't do it by yourself. You've got to work as a team. So yes, I'm an effective team member, and I honestly believe that it's who you surround yourself with that builds that team, that makes that team work the best.
Nice. All right. Oh, this is my favorite question ever. You know what I forgot? I'm going to go back before my favorite question. I'm going to go back to what are your goals?
Oh,
yes.
I
mean, hello. It's Friday. What are your goals related to that position?
Oh, I have so many goals. I have long-term goals and I have short-term goals. And some of these short-term goals that I have are pretty obtainable pretty quick. You know, there's several people out there that have mentioned what they'd like to do, you know, in a certain amount of time period and things like that, and they're similar to that. But I can tell you right now, day one, first thing we need to do is we need to call the TBI. We need to get an audit of that evidence room. We need to make sure that evidence is where evidence is. You know, we're all human. We make mistakes sometimes, you know. But I do not want to take office, should I be elected, and we have some high priority case of a murder or a rape, and we can't find the evidence. Because here's the bottom line. It doesn't matter who's going to be elected sheriff, who's ever sitting in that seat. If a case from 3 years ago or 4 years ago, we can't find that evidence, it's the man in that seat at that time that's going to get blamed for that. So day one is what we need to do is call TBI, give it evidence audit done. Second thing we need to do is call the comptroller's office. We need to go ahead and have an audit done of our budget. We need to see where our money's going. You know, make sure we're spending it wisely. Those are some simple goals right there. And then we need to back up and we need to take a look at our foundation. You know, we need to shore up our foundation. If we need to repair it, if we need to fix it, that's what we need to do. Because we're building a house out there. And if our foundation won't support the house we plan to build, there's no sense in building that house. So we need to go in there and we need to talk to employees, see what's working, see what's not working. Work on that foundation and get that going. And training is a huge thing. Training. I've always believed that we need to train, Iva. You know, these 40 hours a year that we are required to do by state is simply just not enough in my opinion. You know, we need to add on to that training. We need to be producing some officers that other counties want to take from us. They want to come to Grundy County. They want to steal our officers to bring to their department someplace else. We need to be producing with some really good training, low cost effective training, just to give our employees some better tools, to keep them safer out here, whether you work the jail, keep them safe back there in the jail with the training. Whether they're out here on the road, keep them safe with that training. Make them a more effective employee, someone who the citizens will benefit from. You know, and training is the key, in my personal opinion. And I've got a training plan. It's more of a long-term plan, but that's ultimately where I'd like to get, is to where other counties are trying to steal my officers away from me because they're trained so good and they know how to do their job. You know, the professionalism, everything, it all counts into it.
Chad says that they steal from coffee.
Yeah, well, that happens. It doesn't matter what department you go to. People are always trying to poach employees from you. They just are. It's the name of the game, unfortunately.
That's okay. We just want the best.
Oh yeah. But those are some of my goals right there. I've got a few other goals that I'd like to do. You know, there's a lot of evidence-based programs out there. I'd like to look into more of those. But here's the thing: we have to get that foundation set. You know, I talk about building a house and having a good foundation. Well, you know, when you talk about evidence-based programs and things, it's kind of like a tree. Before them big branches get way on out there, that trunk of that tree needs to be rooted good. You know, you can make it too top heavy and it tip over. And that's the last thing I want to do, is I want to make sure that we have a good solid foundation, a good trunk. And then as time goes on, we'll reach out. You know, keep what we have, fine tune what we have, and keep it going in the right direction. And then later on, when we can afford and we have the time, the capability, and the manpower, start reaching out and start doing more with some of these programs. You know, that's my ultimate plan, but we've got to start somewhere, and that foundation is where we need to start.
Well, that probably dovetails. This is a question from the old list, but I still think it applies. If you don't mind, I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What are the opportunities and challenges ahead?
Opportunities and challenges. Oh, there's many. And it doesn't matter which candidate you talk to, they're all going to be different. Because here's the thing about all of us running for sheriff, we all believe we can do the best job. We truly do. And the job that I believe I can do is going to be slightly different than the job someone else might do. So some of the opportunities and challenges, you know, we have wonderful deputies out there, some really good deputies in my opinion. Some of them are younger. You know, they need good mentors. They need good training. They need to there's a lot of things I can remember when I was a rookie officer, and you need a good mentor to rely on, and that's one thing I'd like to provide for these younger deputies out there is a good mentor to show them the way how to do things. I guess that's kind of an opportunity and a challenge at the same time. But some of these challenges that we have, you know, we really need to look at our budgets. We need to rein in our budget, and that's going to be a challenge. We've been over for several years right now in our budget. We need to see where we can trim back on the budget, where we can save. And we need to reach out to other people. Part of being a team, we need to reach out to our mayor, our trustees, our clerks. You know, some of these people out here in Grundy County have been in office for multiple terms. They've seen multiple administrations with the sheriff's office come and go. We need to rely on those people and see what worked in the past and kind of form our budget in that direction, what worked good. They also seen what doesn't work. We need to take that advice too. We all need to be a team. We all need to look at these budgets and accept that help. And that's going to be one of the biggest challenge is that budget right there, is reining that budget in, making sure we don't go over. You know, and a lot of that's going to be manpower, and that's going to be another challenge. We're right now, from what I understand, they're really close to being staffed. But there's always room for improvement. We can always use a few extra employees. The more we got, the bigger the team we got, the better we're going to be. I mean, it's just plain and simple. If we're fully staffed, we cut down our overtime. Saves on our budget because we're not paying out. And it goes for the jail as well. You know, make sure our jail is fully staffed. Safety is a key. If you've got 2 or 3 COs out there working, 2 at 2 o'clock in the morning is all you have working in the jail, it's a safety concern for me. You know, we need to have more people out there. That's another challenge, is safety. But once we get those numbers up, once we recruit those people, I believe things will start to fall in place as far as that goes. It'll help out with overtime. It'll keep officers safe, not only in the jail but on the road. But ultimately, the citizens of Grundy County will benefit from it as well. You know. Sure.
What's the budget? What did we end up with the overage on budget this year?
So I don't have the final. I don't want to quote an actual number because I have not pulled the final budget. So the budget I pulled June 30th. Because our budgets run from July to July, July 1st to July 1st. So June 30th, I pulled the budget, and I can't remember the exact numbers. So Grundy County actually has 2 budgets for the sheriff's office. They have one for what I like to call patrol, and they have one for the jail. So anyone out here answering calls, driving a police car, and showing up and taking people to jail, that's one separate budget. The other budget's going to be for the jail. Solely goes to the jail as far as your corrections officers, your inmate, medical, dental, everything like that, transport, food, clothing, all that kind of stuff. So I don't have the exact figures because, you know, June 30th, you still got bills out there that are coming in. You still have part of payroll that hasn't been done. So I don't have an exact figure. But we are several hundreds of thousands of dollars up, you know.
Sure. So. Sorry to.
No, you're good.
Thank you so much. All right, here's my favorite question. What prepares you for the beating you will take from the public? How will you handle folks who disagree with you?
This is such a good question. I like this question because here's the thing. I have a lot of experience in this. I have, and I'll tell you why. It is so easy to see when you hear this answer, you're probably going to laugh, but how many people do you know want to go to jail, Iva? I don't know too many. I have yet to meet very many people that want to go to jail. And every time I take someone to jail, trust me, it's a discussion. They want to argue. They want to tell me how I'm wrong. We deal with it on a daily basis. If you're in law enforcement, you deal with it on a daily basis, I promise. But here's the thing about it. Communication is the key. It's communication. I have talked so many people into the back of my patrol car to take them to jail that I've had to actually put my hands on people. It's communication. It's respect. It's how you talk to people. It really is. You know, we can agree to disagree so long as we can do it civilly and respectfully. You know, I have no problem having a conversation with someone who disagrees with me. All I ask is that you communicate with me, you know. Let me hear your side of things. Let's go into it with some open minds and the ability to hear each other's side. Because, you know, I may be thinking about it one way and you're thinking about another. Well, I haven't thought about it your way. You might bring up some very good points that might help me out. Same goes with me. I might know a little bit more about the situation and bring up some points you don't know. But if we don't have that communication and we can't sit down and talk about these problems like adults, we're not going to solve any of these problems. And that's my biggest thing. I have no problem with someone disagreeing with me. But let's sit down and let's talk about it. And let me build a staff and let me surround myself with people that can do the same in my stead. You know, I'm just one person, you know. It's very hard for me if I'm elected sheriff to get out here and talk to every single person. And not every single person sometimes needs to talk to the sheriff, you know, because if you have questions about evidence, say someone personal property for an inmate, for example, you have personal property for an inmate, you know, can you talk to the sheriff about it? Can he solve your problems? Yeah. Could possibly someone from the jail solve your problems a lot faster? Probably so, because they know where that property is. They know how to obtain that property, fill out the proper paperwork, you know. Not saying that I won't know how to do that, but it's not something I would do every day. So someone who does that job every day, who has the same mindset as I do, that can talk to you in my stead, that you can trust once we earn everyone's trust back, you know, it may be better for you to talk to them. So all I'm saying is it may not be me that solves every single problem every time, because I'm just one person and there's 14,000 people here in Grundy County. I think the numbers are a little off. I believe our population is bigger. You know, that census is a little old, but I think once we build that right team out there, we garner that trust back from the citizens. I believe my effective team that I surround myself with will help out and benefit these citizens just as good as anything else.
All right, yeah, because it's been a brutal campaign.
I don't know if it's been brutal.
Maybe I'm thinking more of state. The state has been pretty brutal.
You know, our campaign so far has been pretty nice. You know, I mean, we haven't.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
I mean, you look at all of our local candidates.
Yeah.
Our local candidates, you know, we really haven't had a lot of drama. We really haven't. I mean, we've had a little drama, but we've had no fighting amongst candidates, I should say.
Yeah, correct.
You know, we've all run, you know, and I've got to hand it to them, we've all run a pretty clean race,
right,
for the most part, in my opinion. You know, there may have been a few things thrown here and there, but that's politics. But we haven't backed the bus over anyone. You know what I'm saying? We've all pretty well stayed in our lanes for the most part.
Nice. Well, you know, and I tell this to Chad if you're watching. Never burn a bridge you can't build back.
This is true. Well, I don't like to burn bridges. I don't like to burn bridges at all. That's a big thing, because you never know what's going to happen in 4 years. You know, I might need a job someplace else again. And I have multiple opportunities. There's no telling. I might not win this election right here. I hope I do. I believe I have the best plan for the citizens of Grundy County, but you know, if I don't win this election, you know, I have an opportunity in front of me. I can stay in a place where I love, where I enjoy showing up to work, where the team that has surrounded me has turned into family that I talk to even on my off days. Or I have other opportunities already waiting for me should I choose them someplace else. It's a tough decision, but, you know, I've got a pretty good family there at Coffee County, and you know, if I win this election, I sure am going to hate to leave them. But hopefully them boys from the valley will come up here and give us a hand should we need it.
Oh, poaching? Oh my goodness.
Well, not poaching. Look, we may try and borrow a little bit of help and expertise.
Franklin County's got some great
they do.
sheriffs. I mean, we've got a lot of very talented officers that surround us.
We do. And that's what's amazing about this is, you know, I've talked to several sheriffs out here in surrounding counties, and they've all extended a helping hand should I win.
Right.
You know, they said, if you need something, call. You know, if I have an investigator that has some expertise that one of your investigators may not have, and you need to borrow that investigator, call me, and we'll see what we can't do. Because I can't guarantee it every time, because we have our own county to look after. But, you know, if you need some help, we'll be there. We will be there, and we will help you. And I think that's an amazing thing from some of these sheriffs surrounding Grundy now, that they want to step up and they want to help our citizens.
Okay. Final two questions. And this one's mine. Because, well, you know me. Do you have a consistent voting record, and do you get involved in elections?
Oh, golly. I know you know the answer to this one, Iva. You know, but not everyone may know this answer. So, yes, so has it been 1-2 years? But, you know, I was your vice chair for the Republican Party for 2 years. 2 years straight, or 2 years in a row, I was your vice chair for the Republican Party. You know, and I would have kept that position. Honestly, I would have. But I also knew I was going to run for sheriff. And I knew I was going to run Republican. And so I felt it'd be somewhat of a conflict of interest, me being the vice chair or possibly being the chair, however that may have gone. I wanted to step down so there would be no conflict of interest in there. So that right there should tell people just exactly where I lie. But now you can take my voting history over the last several years and dive into it, and you can see that I've voted in primaries, for locals, for federals, for state elections. I've voted in general elections. I've voted in federal elections. Every time that those polls are open, I like to vote. I feel like I'm a strong voter, because here's the thing about vote. If you want to see change in your county or your community, what's the easiest possible thing you can do? If you want to affect some type of change, if you don't like how things are going in your county or your community, what's the one thing you can do? You can step into that poll booth and you can push a button and you can vote. You really can. It's just something simple. And like I said, I've seen a change for the last 4 years and then 4 years before that I didn't like. So what did I do? I stepped into that booth and I voted. Not on the state level, not on the local level, not on just the federal level, but all levels. I sat there and voted. And this is kind of a hot topic to me right now, because you really have to look at these candidates, all these candidates in all these races, just not the sheriff's race. And you need to ask what their voting history is, you know. Right now, I'm the only one in my race that's Republican. I'm the only one running on the Republican ticket. And whoever gets elected to sheriff is going to represent our citizens, going to represent our community. Everyone from Pelham to Palmer, from the Marion County line in Monteagle to the Warren County line in Tarleton, that person who wins this election is representing all of our citizens. And right now, our last line of defense, should our amendment or our constitutional rights somewhat be trampled or infringed upon, who's the last person standing between Joe Blow and that government entity? It's going to be your sheriff. It's going to be your sheriff who stands up for your right. And so you need to know where they're going to fall. Are they going to fall to the right? Are they going to fall to the right, or are they going to fall to the left of them? You need to ask that. You really do. Well, I can tell you where Dave Strieby's going to fall. Dave Strieby's going to fall to the right. He's going to fall to the right as a constitutional conservative Republican. That's where I'm going to fall. You know, there's going to be some very hard decisions come up. There's going to have to be some decisions made on the fly. And I think the people need to have someone where they know where they stand. You know, I'm a constitutional conservative Republican, and that's where I stand, and that's what I'm going to defend. So should anything start to be infringed upon or trampled, you know, your sheriff being the last line of defense possibly for that, well, you know where I stand. You know how I'm going to stand up for you. It is what it is.
I told that to the fellow who's running in Franklin County, Keller. I said, listen, y'all surround Grundy County, so you better be strong on protecting our borders.
Yes.
And then when all Hades breaks loose, y'all are welcome to our neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
But we need a. I'm sorry, I'm getting involved. Sorry.
No,
I'm so sorry.
I like how you're going with this.
It is because it's matters around where who's around the mountain.
It is.
Those sheriffs
Yep.
matter.
Yep.
It really does.
It does.
Now I will never go back to 20. Ever.
Ever. Yep.
Ever.
Yep.
And you will never make me. All right. Last question. And you probably summed it up in this interview, but it's the very last question and the most important. Why do you feel that people in Grundy County should vote for you as our sheriff?
Well, I feel like I've summed that up pretty good throughout the interview. Like I said, I consider myself a constitutional conservative Republican. Those are where my values really fall, and I have the voting history for that. And like I said, who's ever elected to this position, we're going to be representing everyone from Pelham to Palmer, Marion County line and Monteagle to the Warren County line in Tarleton. It's a question people need to ask themselves. Are you ready for that candidate to step in there and represent you with the way they're standing right now? Why else? I think you look at some of my experiences, my experiences out here. We talked about law enforcement experience and what makes me best for this job. I've had the opportunity down there in Coffee County to work in a modern day correctional facility, right alongside modern day correction officers, trained the way they're supposed to be trained through the state. And we have that same facility out here, and we have those same COs out here. But how many of these other candidates can sit here and say that it's been more than 30 years or 20 years or 15 years or 10 years since they've worked in a jail? Well, I can. You can go down there to Coffee County and you can fill out the paperwork and pull my timesheet, and it will show you countless amounts of overtime working in their jail down there. And yeah, I made a little bit of money, but you know what? What I truly got from that and why I wanted to do that is I wanted to see what it's like to work in that jail. I wanted to see what a modern day correctional facility was actually like, because the last time I worked in jail was the old jail.
Oh, gee, that's a third world country.
It's night and day, literally night and day, and I think maybe you ought to throw a day or two or maybe even a month in there between them. I'm telling you, it's night and day. But to get that experience, an uncountable amount of hours that I got working down there in that jail, seeing what happens on the day-to-day, the daily routines, the daily tasks, how inmates are fed, how inmates are booked in, processed out, court, medical visits, doctor visits, dental visits. I mean, just everything. It's changed so much over the years, and I didn't realize how much it changed. And I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to do that. Like I said, I made a little bit of overtime, but at the end, I learned so much more and acquired so much knowledge. I got to sit down. Every door was kind of open for me down there. I got to sit down and talk to their jail administrator, and see exactly what works great for them and what doesn't work. I got to sit and talk to their training officer. I got to sit and talk to their intake officer, their admin staff. And then I crossed over not only from the jail, but over into the sheriff's department side, where I've gotten to sit down and talk with majors, and I've gotten to sit down and talk with chief deputies and the sheriff himself. And one big thing that I love down there is one of his bookkeepers. She is absolutely amazing. And we will sit down and have conversations about budgets and where money goes. And I've got a plan to save Grundy County, which I haven't pulled the paperwork yet, but she kind of tipped me off to something that goes hand in hand with our medical. And it's unbelievable how many bills are coming in to a facility from a hospital, just simply because that inmate was attached to that address at the jail. They get out of jail and they go back to the hospital. Well, what's the last known address for that inmate? It's going to be the jail. And so the amount of bills that come in that they try and get the county to pay is unbelievable. And it takes someone to go through those bills and see if they're incarcerated or not. And the amount of bills that they're receiving right now is within thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And if someone doesn't do their due diligence like she's doing and going through these bills, the county's liable to be paying out the medical bills for someone who's not even incarcerated. And that's just one money-saving tip right there. And I'm not saying that Grundy County's not doing that, because I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I don't know. But that's one thing that I plan on doing. Just these conversations that I've had with these surrounding sheriffs and where I currently work, I believe kind of gives me the edge over some of these other candidates. I really do. When you look at my experience working in the jail, in a modern-day jail within the past year, talking to all these other sheriffs and getting all this advice, I just feel like that there may be some that have more years in service, but I believe I have a broader spectrum of how the job is actually done. And I believe I can bring that right here to Grundy County. I can't bring it all, but what I have learned and the knowledge I do know, I can mold and adapt and make it fit Grundy County, because every county's different. Whatever works for Warren County, whatever works for Sequatchie or Marion, may not work for Grundy, but you might be able to take a piece of what worked for Warren, Sequatchie, and Marion and bring it here to Grundy and mold it and adapt it to work for us. And that's my ultimate goal.
All right. Wow. All right. Where can they find out more about David Strieby?
So they can find out more about David Strieby. So, you can go to my personal page, and I've got it open to the public. You can stalk me on social media that way without me knowing. I also have a Strieby for Sheriff page. You can follow it, or you can stalk it as well. I'm getting a big push right now to try and get a lot of content out there. I'm trying to make some posts every day. I'd like to up that a little bit, but that's the best place to reach out to me. Just realize, though, I do have several messages unanswered in my inbox right now. I get messages every day, and I try and answer those messages, but I'm only one man, and I work full time, and I have children. I have one at volleyball practice right now at the high school. So I do have a family life, and I need to also give my family a little bit of time. But so far, I've been able to answer every message that comes in, but you have to give me a day or two. I can't just pull over the side of the road and answer you right back. You know what I'm saying? I have other responsibilities, especially when I'm at work and things like that. But I will get to you. I promise I will. I will. So if you want to send me a message, send me a message. Or if you see me out in town over the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be at these gas stations. I'm gonna be out here walking these roads. You never know. You might even see me out here at the junction in a lawn chair with a sign waving at people. Swing in and talk to me. Swing in and talk. Ask me questions. Even if you're not going to vote for me, just swing in and talk to me. Because you know what? Even if you don't support me, and I do win this election, I'm still going to represent you. And your voice matters. Your voice matters. Even if you don't support me, your voice matters, because I'm going to be representing you if I win this election. I'll be your sheriff. So I still want to hear what you want to say and what's on your mind and what your complaints are.
All right. Well, any last words before we send you out?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right after this. Well, it'll be the second thing I do, because
Okay.
I've got to get my little girl from volleyball after this. But I'm going to tell you this right now. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go vote. I'm going to go vote, and I encourage everyone else out there to go vote. At least by August 6th, go vote, because your voice matters. What you decide in this election is going to change this county, and I hope we're going to change it for the right way. Like I said before, we have the opportunity right now to steer this county. Our county's growing, and we can either just let it grow and stand by and let it happen, or we can get behind a candidate and we can steer this county in a direction we want to see Grundy County go. So get out there and vote. Get out there and vote. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go vote.
I'm just giddy.
First day.
I'm just giddy. It's like a holiday, first day of voting, isn't it?
Oh, well, yes.
We have been a team, all, Republicans. It's a party thing. People
Yep.
always say, independent and Republican. You got to choose a team in politics, I feel. I think I don't want to get into it, but I'm glad that you're on the team.
Well, I'm glad to be here. This is my second election. I was in the primaries the first time. I was in the Republican primaries the first time. So this is not a new thing for me as far as being a Republican. I ran last time as a Republican and only lost by 4 votes. Enough of this county thought enough of me that I lost by 4 votes.
And it was Palmer, remember?
It was Palmer, but and here's the bad thing. When I showed back up to work, there was about 5 or 6 guys that said, if I knew my vote would have mattered, I'd have gone out and voted. And the amount of phone calls and apologies I got after that election, if I only knew. I'm telling you, folks, your vote matters. Your vote matters. Get out there and vote. I can attest to it. I promise you, I can attest to it. So,
it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's you don't know until you know.
You don't. But I'm telling you, every vote counts. So. Oh, and I do want to give you this, Ivan. So I've got a new batch of hats in.
Ooh.
New batch of hats. So
Okay.
Strieby for sheriff hat.
Look at that.
So
I am into politics because of the cool parties. So I will see you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow.
All right.
Most definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We are going to send David out to spread joy and sunshine wherever he goes. And we're going to take a quick break, thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back as always. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute. Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic, 592-4242.
This is Jenny Thomas Basehart, and I'm asking for your vote for Grundy County Register of Deeds on August 6, 2026. As a lifelong member of our community, I understand how important it is to protect and maintain the records that families, businesses, and property owners rely on every day. The Register of Deeds office plays a vital role in preserving those records with accuracy, professionalism, and integrity. If elected, I will work hard to ensure the office provides dependable service, treats every citizen with respect, and remains accountable to the people of Grundy County. I believe in honest leadership, strong customer service, and putting our community first. That is why I'm running to serve you and to be your Register of Deeds you can trust. On August 6, 2026, I would be honored to earn your vote. I'm Jenny Thomas Basehart, candidate for Grundy County Register of Deeds. Local, trusted.
I was born right here in South Pittsburgh Hospital. My dad left us when I was 6, and I was raised in the housing projects, Midway, Hemlock, and Prospect. I left home at an early age. Neighborhood families and friends took me in and took care of me. All this could have broken me, but I began to see purpose in working at the local tire store, carpet mills, as a truck driver, and in construction. Then faith led me to a purpose in serving others. Christmas for Kids, Step for Kids, training local football players, and ministry in our jails. Within 32 years' experience in law enforcement, hard work and servicing others is still who I am. So if you're ready for a working sheriff that will be fair, firm, and serve all of Marion County, then I'm Anthony Gamble, and I'll be grateful for your vote August the 6th.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
Hey, what time is it? 8:32. Okay. What's going on in our world? Tonight is the Head of the Crow event over at Craven's Hall in Sewanee. You know how like Trails and Trilliums is a big event over at Savage Gulf. Now that we have three state parks, we have to show love on all of them. And Head of the Crow needs a little bit more love. They're brand spanking new. They don't have a lot of trails and infrastructure. It's very wild. It's Lost Cove, a very historic area. Head of the Crow is a very historic area, and so it's anyway. You can be a part of the building of the Head of the Crow. So this event is a fundraiser. It helps with trail building and all things Head of the Crow, and it's going to be cool. I think there's still Craven's Hall is very big, so you could still buy tickets probably at the door. I don't even know that, but I would say go. I would take creative license and go. But yeah, to support that, it's $100. I mean, it's an investment, but I try to invest my money in any event that that someone wants to throw that is that's important to the big. So that's that. There's a horse show, I think Saturday. Check out, buy the Grundy County Herald, number one. And then just heads up on the Grundy County Herald. So as we've talked about, Lisa Hobbs has left as editor and publisher of the Grundy County Herald. And she did a fantastic job on learning our ways. She's from Warren County, and she went back to Warren County. She's doing an online. She is a true writer and newspaper person. I mean, we were very fortunate to have her. Anyway, she's back in Warren County, where she was there forever before that. So she has gone, and that institutional knowledge of just minor things, because Grundy County, you almost need a Indian scout for things. It just you just need, you got to know here. And so when you have folks coming in that doesn't know here, they just don't know what they don't know. And so they're trying. The Tullahoma bunch is getting the paper out, but there's mistakes, there's typos, as Beth said, there's typos. There is like the early voting information. There were several mistakes on it, several. I have no idea how they got those mistakes, because it's not. I was told it was based on the sample ballot, but there's no way you could have concluded what was in this article. So they're going to do retraction, whatever. So it's a learning curve. So I guess all I am saying is just have patience. They are not closing. At least that is not the indication that I have gotten. So that's the most positive thing that I can tell you. They're probably going to get rid of the Herald office. I haven't decided. I mean, they should have done it a long time ago. Things falling apart, needs to be something else. And so they're going to do that, but they're still going to do the paper. They're still hiring folks, and they're still going to be making mistakes until they don't. So just have grace on that. All right. Saturday, in my column, back to say that, by the Grundy County Herald, and I have all the information on things that I know about in my column. David Carroll and I are going to continue on being columns for the paper. So that's continuity. Beth Reiner still is going to be a writer. They've added another part-time writer, and you saw the learning curve on that. But it's a good. I mean, they seem to be wanting to work through and modernize and things. So I'm going to give them grace. Sorry, but like Grundy County Saddle Club is doing a pop-up something. The Grundy County Reagan Day picnic is 11 to 1:30. We've got commitments from all three governor's candidates or representatives. So John Rose's wife, Chelsea, is going to represent John Rose. She, I heard her in Warren County at their Reagan Day, and she's a great speaker. Honestly, she should have ran for governor, right? She's a great speaker, so it'd be great to hear her. Monty Fritz himself will be there. So for all those folks who love Monty Fritz, who's a firebrand of a constitutionalist and limited government. And then Marsha Blackburn, Our Nick Devon is going to be the speaker. I love him. He's my favorite staffer in everybody's elections. Kyle is kind of like second. So anyway, that's going to be good. All of our Republican candidates will be there and be able to speak. So it's going to be a great event. And here's the big deal. Sean Farish, you've heard his voice on the ads. WSGM is running them. He's a Trump impressionist and he does a podcast and everything. I mean, he is on fire in America, and he lives in Murfreesboro, and so he is going to be our keynote speaker. And I haven't decided whether he's going to be first or last. So anyway, super exciting. That's 11 to 1:30. The Historical Society lecture, I did not put it in my column, and I apologize. That is at 2:00 on Saturday. It is the topic of this lecture. It's monthly for this year because of our 250. The topic is the origin of the New South. Tracy City, after the Civil War, became the New South. The envisioning of how we got spanked after the Civil War. But anyway, the new economy, and it was steel. It was the beginning of the steel industry in the South, and so that's gonna Oliver is going to be the lecture on that. And it's 2:00 Historical Society. All right, I think that's it. Vacation Bible schools are going on. And today is summer meal program. All right, that's all I got. I'm so sorry. All right, what is it? 8:38. Okay. Let's go to birthdays really quick. Let's see. Today, first day of early voting. What is the 17th? What does it say? Sabrina? Whose birthday is today? I swear, if I don't put my writing a little bit better, I'm just, I can't. Anyway, happy birthday. Then it is Glenn Henley. Glenn and Melinda Henley's 42nd anniversary. Yay, yay. Happy birthday to Carla Braden. That's part of the sisters. Joan. Oh, Joni Baby Jr. is Sunday. Joni Baby Jr. Joan Marie Denny Jr. Is birthday, and she is too. Joni Baby, happy birthday! All right, so let's go into birthdays. Okay, one of my other hobbies is judging beauty pageant. I do the Miss America preliminaries and some of them. And one that should be a preliminary, Miss Tullahoma should be a preliminary. Anyway, Jasmine Sechrist Wallace, she got married and then now she just had a baby. She is one of the most gorgeous queens I have ever met in my life. She's super talented and she runs beauty pageants now. Beautiful human. Happy birthday, Jasmine. Isaac Newman, one of my favorite. All right, so I love staffers. And that's how I judge a team, who they hire, who are the young folks that they hire. So Isaac Newman, I met him in Warren County. He worked for U.S. Senator Haggerty on his team. His dad has been county mayor of Lincoln County for a million years. And Isaac has the prettiest blue eyes in the whole wide world. Anyway, he's young. He is passionate. He is the new voice of the younger generation. I want to say he's in his 20s. So, yeah, happy birthday, Isaac, our next generation. He learned under his dad, and it's super cool. And his dad isn't running again, so Lincoln County is going to have a new leadership for the first time in forever. Jamie Lee Hendricks. Jamie Lee is living her best life she's living her best life in Florida. I was stalking her pictures. I want to be Jamie Lee when I grow up. Happy birthday, Jamie Lee. She's formerly of High Point and all that. Brian Miller, happy birthday. Rena Champion, happy birthday. Michael Hudson, I met him a long time ago in Sequatchie County, back when we were married to Sequatchie and Van Buren. Michael Hudson is running for county commissioner. I want to say he was city manager I can't remember, but anyway, happy birthday to Michael Hudson. Looks like he's got a cute young family now. Dennis James, happy birthday, Dennis. Renee McBee. Is it McBee or McBack? Is it Renee McBee or McBee? You know? Reenie's official, how you say your last name? Yeah, okay. I always like Hamper Macby. That's how I think about it. Emily Elrod, happy birthday. Timothy Clay, happy birthday. Wonder if he's a part of those Clays down in Pelham. Coming up this weekend. While I'm looking, don't forget early voting today, 9 to 4, Altamont City Hall, Scruggs Building, or Plainview Community Center, 9 to 4. Tomorrow is 9 to 12. There's 3 days. Oh my goodness, Fawn's birthday 3 days ago. All right, tomorrow. Joy Watley Sturdivant. Joy was, happy birthday, Joy. She was our city, where Debbie is over in Monteagle. She was our city, not an administrator, but recorder. Yeah, city recorder. I think that's what we call it. Anyway, forever. And the Serpentine trail that goes through where the true Mountain Goat Trail or the Mountain Goat Railroad tracks are, the Serpentine walking trail. It was Joy who got that very first grant way back when for Rails to Trails, and that is why we have the Mountain Goat Trail today. Is the progress that happened with that being our first grant. All right, so there's that. Levi Schoeneman, Sharon Holmes, Hallie Buckner. Happy birthday, Hallie. Cynthia Westerfield's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Cynthia. Daniel Crosland, Keith, can't pronounce your last name. Oh, AJ Martin. I had worked with him in Murfreesboro. He was a bright star. Terry Miller Baxter. Is that Danny Givens? You guys remember Big Ron? His boy Danny's birthday is tomorrow. Virgil McNeese' birthday is tomorrow. Hey, Virgil. Happy birthday. Yay. Let's see. Erin Garber is tomorrow. Tabitha Tate is tomorrow. Stacy Combinger Macby. She, we were in, Republican women group long time ago together. A great conservative. Her grandmother was BFFs with my grandmother way back in the day. Robert Smith's birthday on Sunday. Oh, William Flowers. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday. He Mary Jane passed not too long ago. Anyway, he's raising both their children, and he's just a great fella. Sam Walsh, that is my son-in-law's brother. Happy birthday, Sam Walsh. Sunday is Shane Jemison. Christy Leslie. Mabel Shelton, another rock star that I worked with in Murfreesboro restaurant business. She's Sigma 6 airline mechanic. I mean, she is just a flippin' rock star. And gorgeous. Alex Sanders, Jeremy Bogart. He's a great chef, great cook. Love him. Shannon Lincoln. Geez, it's a food thing. Shannon I worked with in long time ago, and that is it for Sunday. So happy birthday to everyone. Hal King was added to our prayer list. He looks great. I mean, honestly, but he had heart surgery, and he's on this side of it, right? He's out. He had his surgery, got cleaned out, and he's on the mend now. So we're just gonna pray for a healing journey. Love him. We're going to continue to pray for William Dickerson, Doe, Charlie and Joyce, man, Charlie, trooper, man, Sue and Charlie, Big Ron, Carol Hamby, Ike Slatton, Jamie Hurt, all of the Unspoken, Martha Ann, Amanda Lane's father and stepmother, China, Louis Nolan, Danny Lusk, Christy Campbell. We put Hal King on there, and then we're going to continue to pray for Miss Dola, Miss Linda, Granny, and Miss Virginia. Lord, thank you so much for all the blessings we have in our life. Please watch over everyone and find it in their hearts to vote, to do your will, and to have people that love you like life itself. We just pray that we have elected officials who do your will. And if you just lay it on all of our hearts to make that a priority in our lives. There are some folks in our prayer list that need some extra light and love and healing journey. and some peace, if you don't mind. We would just love for you to do just an extra bit of light for them. We're so thankful for everything that you do in our lives, especially your sacrifice of our only begotten Son. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. You want to go to the phones, or do you want to do our last break? It's totally up to you, Stephen. All right, let's take our last break, so then we'll have all of the phone calls to go until we don't go. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mount. We'll be right back.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Hello, I am State Representative Paul Sherrill. I believe in the right to bear arms. I believe marriage is between a man and a woman, according to the Bible. I support our children, teachers, administrators, and all support staff within our educational system. I represent and support our farmers. I support our law enforcement and our volunteer firefighters and rescue squad members. I ask for your prayer, support, and vote. Thank you.
This is your favorite president, and I just wanted to extend an invitation to you, the tremendous patriots of our country, to join us for the 12th annual Grundy County Reagan Day Picnic as we celebrate America's 250th birthday. It's on Saturday, July 18th, 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Central Time at the Piney Creek Air Park in the big, beautiful Wayne Harris Hangar, 207 East Greenwell Street, Altamont, Tennessee. I want to invite you to come meet local, state, and federal candidates, connect with fellow conservatives and beautiful people, and enjoy an afternoon of food, fun, and fellowship. Your keynote speaker is somebody who sounds a lot like me. He's a funny person. He looks like a dollar store version of Bradley Cooper, I have to say that. Sean Farish, a great guy, I have to say. Tremendous guy. We don't want you to miss it. It's going to be huge, and we hope to see you there. God bless you. God bless America. And thank you for your attention to this matter.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
You can tour a cool cave, listen to live music underground, or just camp under the stars. It is homegrown fun deep in the Tennessee hills. Check out what's going on at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes the journey. Our Monteagle Clinic is located at 16 First Street in Monteagle. Call 931-924-4869 today to schedule an appointment with Dr. Eric Schull, where he serves our community with chiropractic care for all ages, including spinal decompression, dry needling, infrared therapy, and red light therapy. Most commercial insurance is accepted. Step back in time at Trekside Restaurant, located at 327 Railroad Avenue in Tracy City. Open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Sunday family-style lunch, and a deck overlooking the creek. From burgers to pizza, there is something for everyone. Call 931-333-1004 today. We're back. All right, so we're at 8:52. I guess we went a little long today. We'll be back to like a normal schedule starting Monday. I think we have Miss Kara coming in, and Big Tim will be in. We're kind of doing a twofer, and he likes to come in later anyway. So Miss Kara from St. Mary's will be here on Monday. We will have no more campaign, any more candidates able to come on for the interview. So that is cut off. Everyone's welcome to do an ad. I mean, we are an equal opportunity ad person. So come on out. As you can see throughout the show, there are ads from tons of books. So, $20 an ad. Everybody has an opportunity to be on here. Everyone has an opportunity to buy an ad. So there's that. Morning.
How are you, Michelle?
What's up, buddy? Happy Friday.
Yeah, another day and without.
Yesterday, Lily, it was hot yesterday, and it was like at 7. What time did I get out of there? 8 o'clock at night in Franklin County. I swear to goodness, it was 88 degrees. My car said.
Yeah.
88 at 8 o'clock at night.
I think it's supposed to be today high 82. I hadn't looked this morning.
Man, don't go off the mountain. It is definitely hotter off the mountain. I thought I was going to die, and I may die, tomorrow at the hangar. It's hot.
Yeah.
What'd you get into yesterday, buddy?
Oh, nothing. Just went down to the store, hang out for a little bit, and come back, hang around here, and went down to County Building, hang out, and everybody was off last week, just 4th of July and this and that.
All right.
So, and everybody thought my birthday was this week, and I said, no, it was July the 7th.
Yeah, you're just right there. You might as well be on 4th of July. I mean, because you celebrate for all those days.
Yeah, and so, well, me and Terry went and was talking another day, and so they got me a birthday cake, and a Mandu full face helmet. I tried it on yesterday.
Ooh, goodness.
So I left it in there. If I put it silver on forward, and people in town is, did I hear that something in that box there? Just go ahead and get it. I told 2 or 3 people I did it Monday.
That's so funny. Yay, okay.
So
I celebrate all month.
Went tight, and so they got one little tub tape with Tando in it, and so I ate one piece of tape, a little bit of ice cream, and that hold me over. So that's well, I just fixed me a 5 brownie sandwich, so I eat 2 of those to hold me over. So
I'm telling you, you had the meals of champions yesterday. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, well, I told you that some left.
Did your sugar bop up this morning?
Oh, well, it's all right. This morning I had toffee. I think it was 122 or something.
That's not too bad after all that fun.
No.
That's not too bad at all. Fried bologna sandwich. Did you get that from the Flurry store?
Yeah, just the brownie ends. Just I got brownie ends anyway. You can cut it in pieces, put it in something like eggs or something or whatever.
Bologna ends. Oh, I don't think I've had that. Well, that sounds absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. And
what are you going to get in? We're almost over. What are you going to get into today?
Well, if I just wait around a few minutes, see, talked to Christine last night, and I don't know her or Christy will, so I told Misty last night. So I'll wait and see what she's up to, and if I attain, I just talk potential appointment, for one day next week.
Okay. Yeah, you're just riding the wave. All right. Well, happy Friday. Good Lord willing, we will talk on Monday.
Yeah. And you did look pretty this morning. And
Thank you. Oh, and don't forget the four-wheeler. Is it still up for grabs?
yeah, well, Teddy Phelps told me in the store yesterday. I was down there and he left my other one I got now, and I told him I got old one down here around the back, and I give him my home phone number. So
Oh, good. Yeah, and Kelly's very handy. He can fix things.
yeah,
So, oh, that's super cool. All right, we'll hold off for now and see what he does.
yeah. So I said, here's well, anytime today.
Well, wonderful. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully we'll talk on Monday.
Yeah, and today's Winnie's birthday.
I saw that. Is it MacB or McB?
I think it's Rogers.
Well, I mean, on her Facebook it says MacB or Mc. It's MCBEE.
Oh, I hadn't seen it yet. So.
Well, no, I mean that's just what's on her Facebook is Renee McB.
Yeah.
Or at least that's the page I follow. All right. Well, anyway, happy birthday to Renee. We love Renee.
Well, I tell you what, if I know he's been got a Facebook by today, I might just touch it and let her South find read it.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right. Well, tell me about it on Monday.
Okay.
All right. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, yay. What is going on in your world, Missy?
Hey, not much right now. I'm just hanging out.
Hanging out. All right. Well, happy Friday. Any good plans this weekend?
No, right offhand.
Okay. Are you in a...
Tell her hi.
I'm sorry?
I was going to tell Junior, tell her hi.
Yeah, Junior, tell me hi.
Good morning.
Thank you. If I don't hear that voice, man, it's just not a day.
I know it.
All right. Anything I need to know before we go?
No, nothing.
All right. All right. Well, let's talk on Monday.
I text you how that.
I think that sounds fabulous. Thank you for keeping me posted.
Welcome.
Thank you for keeping me posted.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Whoa, Leslie. Hey, buddy. Happy first day of voting.
It's early voting.
It starts today, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I get invigorated by it.
Yeah, does it open 9?
It opens at 9 o'clock. And in fact, yeah, so Plainview Community Center is where you would go. And that is so awesome. Like Marion County, all the folks in Marion County from Monteagle have to go down to Jasper to early vote. Like everybody has to go to Jasper to early vote. And Marion County is a big county.
Yeah.
Hey, what do I need to know before we get started?
Oh, that's about it. Just trying to warn everybody. Days start making plans for what you want for the next 8 years.
8 years? Oh, are you talking about for governor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 years for the sheriff. So I'm satisfied with the sheriff we got. I'll be honest with you.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if you don't care about budget or jails falling apart.
Well, he can't help for what they can't give him. He can't help.
No. Mm-mm.
No, that's the road commissioner. He can't do it without the funds.
Nope. I disagree. That is your job to follow your budget and find a way to do it.
Yeah.
That's all, Leslie. I'm a budget person. I'm a fiscal conservative, and got to play team, man. Got to play team, and that hurt our county.
Is current sheriff is he a Republican or Democrat?
Who? The current one? He is an independent.
Oh well, he's a Democrat.
I can't say that. You just with an independent, you don't know where they stand.
Well, I don't like anybody standing between the fence.
I mean, and this is just me, Leslie. You know how I feel. I'm your purist. I have voted every election since 1980, and I just feel that if you are who you are, then you better stand by it.
Yeah, I've voted since I was 18. I guess.
Yeah, me too.
And
I take it seriously.
I do too. It's something that See, I don't get all the news everybody else does about these politicians.
Yeah, no, I get that, and that's why I get involved, because I want to know.
Yeah.
You know, I need to know the character of a man. I need to know, are they going to handle our public finances wisely? I've got to know where their heart is as far as the good Lord. There are things that I need to know from someone.
Yeah.
The rest, and they better have a good resume. I need to know that I am hiring someone who is best for the job. That's all. That's all. I'm a purist about it. Like Donald J. Trump, I have to sit on my hands to keep from clapping every minute of the day.
I don't want to put my eggs to a Democrat.
Yeah, I refuse at this point.
Or
Definitely.
independent. So I guess Gunther's out.
Well, I mean, you just got to stand. If that's what you stand for, you got to stand.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying is that, you know, with the independent, do you sway in the wind? You know, what if something serious comes up and, you know, we get 2020 again? Who's going to stand against government?
Well, it's going to take the people.
Well, right. And you got to have leaders who are willing to do that. I know where you stand when you have an R next to your name.
Yeah. It's the people. It's all about the people. It's not about who's running anything. You're supposed to look toward what the people need instead of what
you have to be a public servant.
Right, exactly. And, some of them are just self-service.
Yes, and that is my issue with people in politics. It can't be about you.
That's right. It's supposed to be about the people. They're supposed to be working for the people, not for themselves.
Right. But I trust the process, and like I said, I know. You pick your party. I don't care what you do, honestly. I just choose the one I choose because of the parameters. It's a way of checks and balances, because if you're beholden to the principles, the mission statement of a certain party, right, then your people around you who have that keep you in checks and balances of following that mission statement.
Yeah.
Right? You know, it's a team effort, and you're only as strong as your weakest link.
We need somebody that we can rely on, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's got to be a checks and balances. It's got to be a team. We all have to be a team. Period.
Together with this.
Yeah, the devil divides.
And he tries to conquer too, but he'll never conquer.
Yeah, so I need to know where you stand on that.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, I apologize. I'm very passionate about the topic, and I try to be very cognizant of not talking about that on the show and abuse my privilege.
Yeah, well, you're all right.
Well, I know, but I apologize. I try not to.
We got our all of us got our own.
Yeah, I don't want to tell anyone what to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's on you. But I will educate you, and I will communicate, and I will tell you, I will do my best to make the communication of issues and truth, and good news.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I appreciate that.
Well, I try. I fail daily. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't try to tell anybody how to vote.
It's not my job. And then I'll tell you my other pet peeve. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And I might as well just blow it out of the water today.
Yeah, go ahead.
I might as well just blow it out of the water. So, you know, in Grundy County voted 84% Trump last election.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even, 84%.
Yeah.
And the Monteagle has two community Facebook pages. And one of them, there is a boatload of crazy people on it. And I don't think they're from here.
They're not.
I don't, they're just, because Monteagle itself voted 75% Trump.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me all these crazy people who are posting this insanity are from here.
They can't be. I'd say they come from Ohio.
I don't know. But anyway, or they are. Yeah, they're somewhere else, and they're trying to infiltrate our people, our voting process.
I agree with you.
Right? Okay. So stay out of our business. Number one, and then number two. There was this post, and it has floorboarded me and has freaked me out ever since. So she posted, this person who says that she lives in Grundy. I swear to goodness, I'd like proof. She said that advising, she was advocating Democrats to vote in the Republican primary in order for their candidate, the worst candidate, and it's a tactic and it's illegal, to advocate voter fraud. Advocate voter fraud in a Democrat voting in a Republican primary. I don't vote in a Democrat primary to affect any race. That's an ethical issue.
Yeah.
Stay out of a primary. If you are a Democrat, stay out of the primary. If you're an independent and you swing Republican, we welcome you. But if you're an independent swinging Democrat, stay out of our primary.
Right.
You've got to vote for people, not against people. And so that's my pet peeve. Stay out of my primary.
Yeah, I agree.
So it could, because it's not a public, oh, I have every right. Yeah, no, you don't. It's illegal in the state of Tennessee. It's unethical and it's illegal. But we haven't closed our primaries, so that's on us.
Yeah, don't advocate for nothing like that.
It's oh gosh. But yeah, that's what it is. It says all Tennesseans vote in the Republican primary and vote against Marsha Blackburn.
What's the matter with Marsha?
Thank you. Because she's going to win the November. Well, anyone's going to win November, honestly. All right, let's talk about the good Lord.
We can talk all day with this.
I am so sorry. I'm just gonna. This show is. I might just throw it out the door, and we'll start fresh on Monday.
Well, I'm gonna vote for Marsha. I don't care what anybody.
I love Marsha. Marsha has done some heavy lifting. Back in the day when we were in the wilderness and the Memphis Mafia, Jimmy Nafee, and all that bunch ran Tennessee, we were the worst state in the country, and now we're number 3 after being a super majority for 15 years. You tell me who has done a good job. And Marsha Blackburn is one of the reasons why we're there.
I believe when she says she's going to do something, she does.
She does it. She has done it since the day I met her, and she's been doing it for a hot minute. And if people get upset because she's been doing it well for a hot minute, are there issues that I don't disagree? Absolutely. It took me a long time to get over the January 6th. Yeah. It took me a long time to get over January 6th.
That was all inside.
It was, and but she has groveled enough to President Trump where he accepts her apology.
Yeah, we need to get to this so you can hear me the phone call.
Oh, sorry, Leslie. Yeah, let's stop, recalibrate, and talk about. Is anybody on the prayer list or anything we need to know?
Not that I know.
Okay, I'm so sorry. It's first day of voting. Woo. All right, let's do Ezekiel. Wait, did we finish it?
We finished 38, now we're 39.
Well, all right. So, and did you see how many verse or chapters there are?
No, I never actually looked.
Okay, we don't have to look.
I know there's more. I've turned to 42 right there, and that's 43. So there's about 40-something.
Okay, yeah. I mean, but it's around the corner.
There's 47, so we've got a little ways to go.
So everybody just be thinking what book we want to read next.
But then we go to Daniel after that. There's about 47, 48 chapters.
I was reading Jonah the other day.
Oh, that's a good book.
That is it's kind of a short book, but I was reading Jonah.
Yep, 3 chapters, 3 chapters of it.
Let's do Jonah the next time.
All right, I'll read those 3 chapters. But yeah, it's a good book to start with. Everybody likes Jonah.
Hey, that's a great story. That's a good Bible story.
Yeah, it is. It goes around.
It really does. So, all right. So anyway, that'll keep us in that short term. All right. So we are 1 through what?
7.
1 through 7.
Yeah, destruction of Gog's army. So here we are.
Oh, we're back to that Gog thing, aren't we? Okay. All right. I'm ready when you are.
Therefore, thou son of man, prophesy against Gog, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back, and leave but the 6th part of thee, and will cause thee to come up from the north parts, and will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. I will smite thy bows out of thy left hand, and I will cause thine arrows to fall out of thy right hand. Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and all thy bands, and the people that is with thee I will give thee into the ravenous birds of every sort, and to the beasts of the field to be devoured. Thou shalt fall upon the open field, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord God. I will send a fire on Magog, and among them that dwell scarcely in the isles, and they shall know that I am the Lord. So will I make a holy name known in the midst of my people Israel. I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore, and the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, the Holy One of Israel.
Nice. I love that phrase, and he will know that I am the Lord.
Yeah.
I just feel like, don't you feel like Charlton Heston is saying that in his deep voice in the Moses?
Yeah. Did you ever hear him on one of these Bible apps talk?
I love his voice.
Yeah, he reads the Bible. You can go from Genesis to Revelation. He goes through the whole Bible, but you get each segment. You go to different parts of the Bible where you want to read. And
That's
he
funny.
pronounced these names without flaw.
I may do that for my next year because the app that I do right now finishes at the end of the year. I may do that. Charlton Heston has such a magnificent voice.
Yeah. You can't look at these TV shows and get the whole picture of it because they Hollywood in a lot of it.
Yeah, right. I agree. All right. So what do you get from this beginning? What do you get from it?
Well, this right here, you have to go right straight into Revelation.
Right.
I mean, when the Euphrates dries up and he'll draw people with fish hooks across the Euphrates that will dry up for the North armies to come against Israel. And because they will all die in that field for fires of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus will devour them with the sword of his mouth, and he will destroy them with fire. Come from heaven, there'll be tons of wormwood and everything falling out of the sky upon them. So they're not going to make it.
Yeah, he's like, watch this.
Yeah, and people are going to know that he is the Lord.
He is the Lord. Can't you just feel that?
Israel. He's making it plain.
Yeah. Well, here's Ted says, he always goes different ways, but personal application. We may sometimes look at the strength of what stands against us and feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
This passage redirects our attention from the size of the enemy to the sovereignty of God. The devil will not win.
Oh, he's doomed to fall.
God's got this. We just have to have the faith.
God's always had it.
Yeah. Right? Peace. There is peace on that. So anyway, all right, Leslie. I know we went a little over, but I appreciate you. Always do. And I hope you have a fabulous weekend.
You too. Have a great sunshiny day. It's supposed to rain sometimes this evening, I think.
It's just, for me, I've got that convertible now, and it's automatic, and it's so bougie, and I absolutely love it, but it's way too hot for any kind of top-down activities.
Yeah.
It's just too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, beautiful day. You have a wonderful one, and hopefully prayerfully, we'll talk on Monday.
Have a great weekend.
All right, buddy. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Charlie. Yay. What's up, Joyce? How are we feeling today?
I feel better than I did yesterday.
Oh, my gosh. You sounded, I wasn't going to say anything, Charlie, but you sounded very weak.
Yeah.
Are you feeling that?
Yeah, I'm frustrated with Ben Lowman.
Are you? What's going on?
Right now, I'm watching you, and it's got, this channel is currently down. Please contact your provider or try again later.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, one lady was on there, too.
Yeah, this is the second time it's done it.
We didn't get your own Leslie.
We can't do that.
Well, I've called them and called them. They sent people out. And
what did they say?
Well, they've changed every box in here. Now, this has been going on for over a year.
Since fiber optic.
Ever since the fiber optic.
Yeah, I mean, I pay Ben Lowman for the service. They try to pass it off like, well, we've done all we could. This is coming off of somebody else or something, which is bull crap. It ain't.
Is that right?
I mean, if I paid them for the service, they should provide it.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
And, you know, I give them $181 a month.
That's a good chunk of change.
It's too much to sit here and watch this channel is down coming across my screen every 30 or 40 minutes in the mornings.
Yes, sir. I totally agree. Well, I tell you what, I will contact Tanya. That's my contact over in Tracy.
No, we're talking.
And I love her, and I will tell her that and see what she does with it.
Well, I've talked to 2 or 3 different ones, and I figure if they don't get it, I'm going to call out there and talk to them again. And if they don't do something with it this time, I'm going to go with another service.
Yeah. Well, and you can't. Do you guys have a laptop or internet or anything that you watch Facebook?
No, ma'am.
Well, and I'm not saying to adopt new tools, but you can watch the show without being on Ben Lomond.
Okay.
And you can watch it via Facebook. You would just, it's not on Roku anymore, but like if you get a laptop, let's just say, or a desktop, you can join Facebook and then find GCTV6 and watch it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I seen on the news this morning that the Taco Bell is the one that has the bad lettuce that's making everybody sick.
I heard that. Is that crazy? What was the name of that farm? Johnson? No, Taylor Farms?
I think so. Well, we don't eat taco. I don't eat tacos no way.
A lot of people love Taco Bell. Isn't that funny? I mean, I always thought that you get that from eating there anyway.
You never know, honey.
And I'm kind of funny about that, but yeah, I heard that. It was lettuce.
That's what Jack and them eat yours. Now, tell you better be careful. They get sick, they better go to the doctor.
Yeah, and it's serious. I was listening to the news on the way somewhere yesterday, and it's serious stuff. It's like weeks and weeks, and you get dehydrated.
Yeah.
And and then things happen when that happens. Ooh.
Girl. But no,
all right, let's try to get that fixed.
When I was in California, we went down to Tijuana quite often, and
sure,
them taco carts they got down there, they will turn you. You won't never eat another taco if you ever go around one of those.
It is. It's authentic. It's authentic when it happens, right?
I've seen them take a big spoon that they dip their meat and stuff with. They'll scrape maggots off the top of it and put it on your taco.
Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, thank you for sharing that.
And they all got a bunch of dogs running around with them. They'll hike their leg on their cart and stuff, and that's sick.
That is gross. I had heard one weird story about, is it Dos Equis? No, Corona, maybe the Corona plant in Mexico. The workers got all mad and they urinated in the vats. You just can't make stuff like that up.
No, well, I tell you, now I've used the bathroom in a lot of different places, but none of more people are going to eat.
It's a twisted passive aggressive thing in the food industry, and I just don't get it, and it grosses me out.
If I knew somebody done that, and I got a hold of some of that, me and them would not see eye to eye at all.
Yeah, that's why I never send back food. Anyway, well, thank you for sharing that. Let's fix that. Let's see if we can get that fixed, because I agree with you.
Yeah, well, like I say, I'm going out there today because calling them doesn't really.
No, you gotta sit down with them.
Right, I'd rather look somebody eye to eye, and then I'll know if I can tell somebody's lying to me.
I know you can. You got a good filter.
And I'll see what happens if nothing else.
And really, it's almost like medicine sometimes. Just keep that in mind. They're practicing medicine. I think the people who at Ben Lomond are amazing. I really do. I think that everyone I've ever come in contact with are amazing. And that's why I go with Ben Lomond instead of, like a charter or somebody else, because you have people that are local that work for them. So that's a big difference in why a co-op. So I trust that Ben Lomond is wanting to do the best that they can for us. I don't think they may know the problem or how to fix it.
I don't know. I've called out there so many times.
I know, and I'm telling you, out of all the companies, a local like Sequatchie Valley or Ben Lomond, a co-op is much better than a big corporate entity. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I have faith that when you go over there that you'll at least get some answers.
Well, I hope you can talk to your lady and maybe she can get the ball rolling and get something done.
Yeah, I mean, we'll give it a try. I mean, I'll definitely pursue my avenue because, of course, I want you to be able to watch us.
Yeah, I enjoy your show.
Thank you, and I love having you watch. So, yeah, I will do my part, and let's see what we can do.
I'll find out whenever I call you back later on.
That works wonderful. All right, sir. Tell Joyce I love her.
I will do so, and I thank you very much.
All right, buddy. See you. Bye. Oh, he sounds better. Morning. 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 I know it's been a long time, and I'm so sorry. Morning.
Good morning, Miss Ida. How are you today?
Miss Clendenin, how are you, darling?
I'm doing good.
What do I need to know today?
I want you to put down July the 23rd, see if you have my hubby down there.
You know I do. It's a memorial for J.W. Clendenin.
And put Squirrel on the end of it, because nobody knows him at J.W. Everybody knows him at Squirrel Clendenin.
Isn't that funny? I did not know that. All right, I will definitely do that. Yay.
Thank you, darling. Right. You have a blessed weekend, and I love you.
I love you, too. See you, bye.
Bye.
Morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
Barbara, what is up, girl?
Well, I was going to tell you, Charlie's right about that, and it does it every morning, at least 2 to 3 times. The channel goes out. I didn't even get to hear the last of Leslie this morning.
Well, and how long does it go out?
It don't stay out no long time. I try to get on Facebook to hear the rest of everything, and sometimes I can pull it up on Facebook. Sometimes I can't.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it's definitely a Ben Lomond issue. It's not the
box. It's not the homeowner's box.
No.
So it's all right. Yeah. Well, that helps. That helps. So let me. We'll continue that court. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, that helps.
You're welcome, but it does it 2 or 3 times every morning that I watch it. And, I try to watch it every morning.
I know you do.
Something comes up early, like I had to leave the other morning for 6 o'clock. But,
yeah, you did.
But I watch it every morning.
Yeah.
It does it all 5 days of the week.
That would annoy the dickens out of me. I can't believe that you guys haven't talked. How long has this been going on?
It's been going on for a while, probably, like they said, ever since the fiber optic. I've never been so disgusted with anything in my life. When they put the fiber optic in for me, they cut my telephone line down, took the house phone in with
yes, ma'am,
internet and all of that. And, when that goes out, I can't even use my house phone, but you still have to pay the bill.
Wow. Huh. Okay.
I wish that I'd have never done it now. It might be faster on a lot of things. I've been so disgusted with that. There have been times if I didn't have a cell phone, I'd just be sitting here for hours.
Yeah.
The power goes out. You're just out of everything if you don't have a cell phone.
Yeah, that's true story because with the other way, you could get a rotary phone. We always had a rotary phone, and in case of emergency.
Yeah, exactly. And I've had this phone, Lord have mercy, we've had a phone probably ever since me and Roger was married, and that was 56 years ago.
Sure, yeah.
I've been a member with Ben Lomans for years. We started out with Party Line.
Yeah, I remember.
And, it did get better. It progressed, and I appreciate that. But, like it is now, if the power goes out, I don't even have a telephone unless I can use my cell phone.
Yeah, well, that may be our reality, Barbara. I don't think we'll ever go back to. Technology is all around us, and if we don't accept it, lots of weird things happen.
Yeah, but I don't think it's all that much better.
Well, I probably agree with you, Barbara. Not all change is good change, but technology. Unfortunately, we can't go back. We can't go back. So, unless we do, we can do that in Grundy County if we wanted to.
I wish I had known that before. I'd have told them to leave my landline alone. Don't cut it down.
Well, can you go back? Can you go back to your landline?
I don't know. They took the wire down from the house and the pole.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They cut it down.
Well, they can run it back. If you seriously, I can't imagine us going away from a landline in the near future.
Well, they took mine down and hooked it up,
Sure.
internet and all that stuff.
Sure. Yeah. No. I do understand. All right. Well, let's continue that conversation, Barbara. I get you.
But see, I pay a separate bill for the house phone. It's separate. I have to pay a bill for the house phone. I have to pay a bill for the internet and the cable, and it's all separate. But yet, my house phone is connected in with the fiber optic stuff. And if it goes out, I don't have a house phone.
I think you're right. I think when I switched, because I'm excited with the internet because that's what I do most of my business. But I remember when to save money, I got rid of my landline.
Yeah.
Because of that issue. Because it was a bundled package, and I never really used the landline anyway, so I saved money. And I've been without it for a hot minute. Yeah, I forgot about that, Barbara.
I don't use it a lot, but...
well, it sounds like if you do need it, it's not going to be there for you anyway.
Especially if the power's out when you might need your phone.
Yeah. Me personally, I got rid of it because probably of that issue. When it came about, but that was a hot minute ago. I just got rid of it.
I just kept it because we had the number, to the house on a lot of
sure
things that, and I didn't want to be bothered with people calling the cell phone, and
sure, yeah, and that's why you would keep it today.
Yes.
Right. So that's our trade-offs. That's why you'd keep it today. But right now, I know I cut my costs by cutting my phone when we went to fiber. It was a conscious choice because when you do need it, it's not going to be there for that purpose.
That's true, but most people, I just
yeah. Well, and you may want to keep it for the reasons why you just stated.
Yes.
That's that's your choice. I'm a skinflint, and if I can cut a cost somewhere in my house budget, I will, and I'll do without. But that's your thing. But I don't think you're going to be able to get it back the way you want it.
No, I don't, and I'm not happy about it.
I know you're not, Barbara. I don't blame you.
I just wanted to tell you.
And I want you guys to tell me that.
That's been going on for a while, and it goes out every morning. I kid you not, 2 or 3 times.
Well, and that's at first I have heard of it. So you please always tell me those things. And so I don't know if we can fix it, but we're gonna give it a try.
Yeah, because it has to do with Ben Lomond. It ain't Charlie's box. It ain't my box.
Yeah, that's a great information to know.
And it's not the TV channel's problem.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be in the Ben Lomond system.
Well, it may be. We're public access, Barbara. So it may have something to do with outdated something. When they did the fiber, I don't know, but and I don't pretend to know, but it may be something, and we can ask them.
Yes. Yeah.
So, thank you.
At least they need to check it out.
Yeah.
Because like Charlie says, we pay that bill every month for the service, and then we're not getting the service, but we still have to pay the bill.
Yeah. And, our show is #1, so they better help us out here. But no, seriously. I will pursue that, Barbara.
All right, honey. Well, you have a blessed weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Be safe.
Thank you, sweetheart. And good Lord, we'll talk on Monday. Hey, and it's going to be hot, so stay cool.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, honey. Are you feeling better today, by the way?
I feel some better. I feel like I'm getting stronger now,
You sound stronger.
But that shot, Red, I thought I was at death's door, honey.
I know you did. Are you going to go to the doctor?
I got to go today.
That's right. All right, well, keep us posted.
All right,
honey. All right, see you, bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Evelyn, what is up?
Well, I'm kind of like you about Taco Bell. I always felt and thought that there was something contaminated in the food that was not good for my digestive tract.
It just never failed. Every single time something would come up because of that. It's a joke. Not a joke as in joke, but everyone knows that.
Oh, but I just wonder why. About the landline and long-distance calling,
Mm-hmm.
I got a phone call from someone in another area that asked, are you still having to pay for long-distance calls? Why are you? Nobody else does, because everything comes through fiber optics. The phone service, the internet, everything, and other places don't charge for long-distance and extra charge for landline.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on? What is not going on should be going on.
Yes, ma'am. Well, maybe we can get a Ben Lomond person to come on the show.
Sounds like we might need to.
It can't hurt, and maybe we can ask some questions. We just want to. I think communication is good.
It is good, but I have a landline, and I have a charge for that, and added long distance, which I hadn't had because I had the cell phone, and
yeah, right,
and having to pay more long distance calls now, and other places, internet, everything comes through. Even the phone service comes through fiber optics.
Like I said, that's why I opted when I connected to the fiber finally. I opted not to have a landline because of that, and because it cut costs, and I use my cell phone as my long distance.
I use cell phone. I have always used cell phone for long distance,
mm-hmm.
and I found out that I had some long distance service, just not very much. But if I had it all the time, or if I used it over a certain number of minutes, then I'd have to pay extra for that.
Yes, ma'am, and that's what I do too. And so I'm in a no contract cell phone service with AT&T. I've been that way forever, and I pay like $45 a month, and I get X amount of whatever, and I never go over.
Yeah, well, when I got my cell phone, I dropped my long distance.
Yeah.
And then with adding it again, questions came up.
Sure.
Wow.
Sure.
When no other place that I know of charges any extra for phone service.
Right.
Because of fiber optics.
Sure. I know there's VoIP options. I think that's a discussion with Ben Lohman. They're evolving, and it's worth a discussion.
Yes, I think so too.
So anyway, all right. Well, I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and we're running a little late, but all very important topics. And happy first day of voting, of early voting.
When does it end?
It goes until August the 1st. What day is that? And it is 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. You would go to probably Plainview Community Center.
Right.
And there's also the Altamont City Hall at Scruggs Building. And on Saturdays, the Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to noon.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
All right,
you have a good weekend.
Thank you, sir. See you, bye. All right, that is it. Oh, woo! All right, well, happy first day of voting. Go out there and spread joy and sunshine. Honestly, we are all neighbors. Never burn a bridge you can't build back. So let's all be one Grundy. Let's all be one Grundy, please. We can do this together, and when we work as a team, we win. And so that's all I'm saying is let's just get through this election season. Let's all love one another as best we can. I want to love everyone. That's my goal in life, is to love everyone. Some people make it really hard for me, but I really try every single day not to have hate in my heart. Some people make it really hard. But anyway, go out there, spread joy and sunshine, stay cool, make sure that you have always hydrated. It's going to be hot as Hades. It's going to be muggy as just all get out. So if you don't want to go to hell, you're going to have a great example of what hell may be this weekend. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. We appreciate every single viewer. We appreciate every single one, and we love you. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you on Monday.